A mighty voice rises out of darkness with a message of faith, courage, and spiritual battle. Speaking like a warrior sent from heaven, the narrator calls the weary, the wounded, and the fearful to stand firm and remember who fights beside them. As the message grows stronger, it moves through struggle, testing, and the call to endure, drawing the listener into a powerful journey that promises both fire and purpose. 1. The valley where fear tries to speak. Listen to me, child of dust and breath, child of struggle and hidden tears. I speak not as a weak whisper in the wind, but as a warrior sent with fire in his chest and truth on his lips. I bring you a message born from one of the greatest themes ever written in the Holy Bible. Walking through the valley and fearing no evil because God is with you. Many of you are standing in a valley right now. Not a valley of grass and rivers, but a valley of pressure, heartbreak, anxiety, delay, betrayal, confusion, and spiritual attack. You smile in public, but carry battles in silence. You keep moving, but inside you are asking, how much longer can I endure this? Hear me clearly. The valley is real, but it is not your throne. The darkness is loud, but it is not your master. The enemy may surround you, but he does not own your destiny. The Lord who formed the mountains also walks the low places. The God who rules in heaven is not absent in your pain. He is present in the shadows. He is near in the storm. He is strong in the place where you feel weak. Do not bow to fear because fear speaks with urgency, but not with truth. Fear tells you that you are alone. Fear tells you that the battle is over. Fear tells you that your prayers have no power. But fear is a liar that grows fat on silence. The moment faith opens its mouth, fear begins to tremble. So lift your head. Even in the valley, lift your head. The valley is not proof that God has left you. Sometimes the valley is where He trains your eyes to see beyond what is falling apart. Sometimes the valley is where your faith stops being borrowed and becomes your own. 2. The battle belongs to the Lord. There is a reason the Holy Bible again and again tells the people of God not to fear. It is because fear makes strong people surrender before the real fight even begins. But heaven has another word for you. Stand. Stand when the night is long. Stand when the answer delays. Stand when your heart shakes. Stand when your enemies laugh. Stand when hell sends its threats. Stand not because you feel powerful, but because the one who stands with you has never lost a battle. You were never meant to fight in your own strength alone. The battle belongs to the Lord. This does not mean you do nothing. It means you do not collapse. It means you pray, move, obey, endure, and trust while God fights in ways your eyes cannot yet see. Some of you have been trying to carry the whole war on your shoulders. That burden is crushing you because it was never yours to own. You are called to be faithful, not to be God. You are called to trust, not to control every outcome. You are called to walk forward, not to predict every step. When David faced the giant, he did not speak first about his own greatness. He spoke about the living God. That is the key. The giant looked big, but God was greater. The threat looked immediate, but God was eternal. The weapon looked small, but obedience made it mighty. What giant stands before you today? Is it depression? Is it financial pressure? Is it family pain? Is it temptation? Is it the weight of failure? Name it, and then remember, no giant is greater than the hand of God. No chain is stronger than the power of God. No night is longer than the dawn appointed by God. Stand then. Not in pride, but in faith. Not in noise, but in truth. Not in panic, but in holy confidence. 3. Fire does not end the chosen. Now hear this next word with power. The fire is not always sent to destroy you. Sometimes the fire reveals that God is with you in a way comfort never could. The story of those who entered the furnace and were not abandoned still speaks across the ages. They were thrown and bound, but the fire did not own them. And the presence of heaven was with them in the flames. Some of you are in that furnace now. You have been rejected, tested, misunderstood, stretched, and pressed. The heat has risen around your life, and you wonder whether your faith can survive it. I tell you this, what God has marked for purpose will not be erased by pressure. Fire may burn the ropes, but it cannot burn the promise. Fire may expose what is weak, but it can also reveal what is eternal. Fire may make the night look worse, but it also makes the presence of God shine brighter. Do not waste your suffering by believing it means your life has no meaning. The enemy wants you to interpret pressure as abandonment, but the child of God must learn a deeper language. Trials are not always signs of defeat. Sometimes they are signs that your story is being forged. Gold is tested, faith is tested, character is tested, calling is tested, and when the testing is over, what remains is stronger than what entered the flames. So if you are in the fire, do not curse the fire too quickly. Look again. Pray again. Trust again. There may be another presence walking with you there. There may be strength being built in you that comfort could never produce. There may be courage rising in you that your future will require. You are not forgotten in the furnace. You are seen. You are measured. You are guarded. And if God has allowed the fire, then He has also set the limit on what it can do. 4. Rise with the armor of God. This is the hour to rise dressed for battle. Not with earthly pride, but with the armor of God. Truth must cover your mind. Righteousness must guard your heart. Peace must guide your steps. Faith must shield your spirit. Salvation must protect your thinking. The word of God must stay sharp in your mouth. Too many are entering spiritual battles dressed only in emotion. Emotion may begin the cry, but it cannot finish the war. You need more than a feeling. You need conviction. You need discipline. You need prayer. You need the word of God living inside you. You need a mind that returns to truth when lies come knocking. The enemy studies weakness, but he trembles before surrendered strength. He knows the danger of a man or woman who has stopped playing with compromise and started walking with authority. He fears the believer who prays when tired, obeys when pressed, worships when wounded, and trusts when answers are hidden. Rise, then, and stop speaking over your life as if defeat is your name. Stop agreeing with every dark thought that enters your mind. Stop calling yourself abandoned when God still wakes you up with breath in your lungs and purpose in your path. Stop shrinking back from the very assignment heaven placed in your hands. You are not called to drift through life asleep. You are called to be alert, faithful, strong, and full of holy fire. Every day is a decision. Every thought is a doorway. Every response is a seed. Sow courage. Sow prayer. Sow obedience. Sow endurance. And when you fall, rise quickly. When you grow tired, kneel and receive strength. When you feel surrounded, remember that the armies of God are greater than what your natural eyes can count. 5. Dawn comes to those who endure. I now speak to the weary soul, the praying mother, the burdened father, the struggling young man, the grieving heart, the person who almost gave up. Do not quit in the night season. Dawn comes to those who endure. The Holy Bible does not hide pain, and that is one reason its truth has power. It shows prisons, deserts, storms, betrayal, tears, waiting, and warfare. But again and again, it also shows the faithfulness of God. The same God who was present in the lion's den, in the storm-tossed boat, in the prison cell, and in the furnace is still present now. Your breakthrough may not arrive on your schedule, but delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. Pressure is not proof of defeat. If God has spoken over your life, then hold that word with both hands, and do not let the storm preach louder than the promise. One prayer can shift a night. One act of obedience can open a door. One moment of courage can change a generation. You may feel small, but surrendered faith has moved mountains before. You may feel unseen, but heaven has not lost your name. You may feel weak, but God has always done great things through those who know they need Him. So walk forward. Pray again. Believe again. Forgive again. Build again. Trust again. Rise again. Let the enemy discover that you are not as easy to break as he hoped. Let your storm witness your faith. Let your valley hear your praise. Let your fire see your endurance. And now I charge you, do not merely admire truth. Live it. Do not merely listen to courage. Practice it. Do not merely hope for light. Walk toward it with faith in God. The Lord is your shepherd in the valley, your strength in the battle, your presence in the fire, your armor in the war, and your hope at dawn. Hold this message in your heart and move forward with bold faith. Heaven is not silent over your life. If this message strengthened your heart, subscribe to the channel right now. Activate notifications so you do not miss the next powerful message. Give this video a like, because that helps this message reach more people who need hope. Comment below and share what part spoke to you most. And share this video with someone who is fighting a battle and needs courage today.